Welcome back to my channel. I recently wrote this book on Extinction that is available in my Etsy just now for anyone that would be interested in getting a copy. Today I'm going to be reading the first chapter of X to you guys. It's a little bit about me as a person, my own experiences with animals and nature, and a little bit about why I wrote this book in the first place. So get comfy, and I hope you enjoy it. Purpose, Premise, Prologue. My name is Holly Harper, and I am an animal illustrator. These are words I have recited on more occasions than I can count, and the phrase summarizes me as a person effectively. I am equal parts creative and logistical. I am both artistic and scientific. I am very much a dichotomy of a person in every sense of the word. This book epitomizes both halves of me. You may be asking yourself at this point, why should I read this book? There may be some individuals who expected this to be a thesis, or a formally structured scientific text designed to be dissected by a person who was formally accredited in the field of biology. I am sorry to disappoint you if this is what you hope for, but I am not formally qualified in any way when it comes to zoology. What I can say is that as far back as I can remember, I have always been obsessed with animals. I stayed as far back as I can remember because, unfortunately, I cannot recollect a substantial portion of my life, starting from childhood and into my early 20s. I have retained less than 50% of my life thus far. Out of the few encounters with my own psyche that have been positive, the memories I have retrieved have always revolved around nature or animals in some shape or form. I would love to tell you a long romantic tale about how I danced with a Bengal tiger as a child, that there were fireworks, and everyone clapped, and that is why I started down this path. I honestly do not know the real reason to this day. What I can describe is seeing a walrus in Wick Harbour, making the most horrific and beautiful honking noise that echoed off the surrounding cliffs. Or the naive encounter my best friend had with a flock of extremely aggressive geese when he entered their field. Or sea otters playing in pitch black seaweed, so reflective that it was like looking into the sun. In my adult life, these kinds of encounters still make up many of my positive memories. Seeing whales in Sydney Harbour with my mother and feeling minuscule in comparison. Seeing a tree goanna in the wild, being afraid for my life and equally ecstatic, and accidentally standing on a fire ant's nest because of the distraction. Seeing an adult stag in Pilrick Park in the middle of Edinburgh at midnight, just before the snow started to fall. These have been just a small selection of encounters I have had with nature, and they fill my heart wholly. I do not illustrate these weird and wonderful animals because they are neat, I simply adore them and genuinely believe an encounter in the wild is as close as we can get to seeing a mythical creature. When choosing the subjects of my work, I research them fully, and over the years I have built up quite an internal catalogue of random information on wildlife. It makes me surprisingly useful for pub quizzes. This series of articles will be discussing a topic that I am particularly fascinated by: extinction. I do hope that you will learn a little, laugh a little, and enjoy the experience of doing so.